So now I'm going to enter in this last phase of the talk where we're going to talk about specific strategy. Like I'm going to talk about some macro level strategy and then some specific strategy. And then you're going to go in a chat room and come back with some action items which resonates with you. Next slide. So during my coaching work, I sort of come to recognize this 5-step process, which is like at a macro level. I do this in consulting also. First of all, you take an inventory of what is working well in your life, what is not working, sort of like start with a clean slate and say, okay, I want to design the best version of myself. Let me write down, take an inventory of, in these different dimensions, what is working, what's not working. Maybe I'm doing well in career, but maybe in relationships, I could do better, or vice versa. So the first part is that taking in that inventory. And then once you have that part done, by the way, some people do that inventory through writing a journal. I used to have journal for many, many years in my life, and I could tell pretty nicely what I wanted all along because I've been taking that reflection. But for some people who not been writing, that first part is important. The second part is assess the gap. Know what that first step told you, where the gaps are. Because if you do stuff in an unfocused way, that may be counterproductive or less productive. Then from those gaps, you identify what you want to do now. And if you have 5, 6 things, you may need to prioritize them, but you identify what you want to do. Then the next step is take action to roll the ball forward. Just knowing is not going to give you what you need. You have to take specific actions. Sometimes that means enrolling in a new course, joining a new hobby, or making phone calls to people, or having a mentoring session with somebody, stuff like that. And then the last part is keep monitoring and evaluating your life periodically. It could be 6 months, it could be a year, and say, I had decided that I'm going to do that. How is it coming up? So this is a macro level view. So that unlocking your optimum potential goes through something like this, which is reflective. And I call this internal work. You have to do some internal work. Usually, most people, when they do well in this domain, it's an inside-outside approach. It comes from inside you, and then it goes out. So hopefully that helps you